Hey guys, I wanted to share something with you. I just want to do a quick little demonstration of the importance of having a quality belt as the foundation of your weapon system. When you make the decision to purchase a Kydex holster, you are adding a certain set of capabilities to your weapon system. You are adding capabilities such as durability, consistency, ease of one-handed weapon manipulation, insofar as you now have a really solid platform for that kind of weapon manipulation. You're adding a sort of grip and rip style retention that doesn't rely on a button or mechanism. You just grab the gun out of the holster as hard and as fast as you can and get it into the action. And you're also adding low profile, and to a certain degree, depending on the style of holster you get, you're adding comfort. Now, I want to share something with you real quick. Now, this is my EDC rig. This is my SIG P238 in a Kydex holster that I made. And as you can see from the location of the belt loops, this gun runs relatively high in relation to the belt line. That does a couple things for me. That keeps the gun high up and concealed primarily, and it keeps it close to my body. Now, and in addition to the fact that I run my gun in this configuration at like 1 o'clock, and I want to make sure that it's high enough that I can clear my right hand front pocket, just out of practicality. So the bulk of the mass of this gun is sort of high in terms of the center of gravity. Now, what that does is that, in some circumstances, can cause the gun to torque away from the body, causing printing, if you're carrying concealed, and a certain amount of discomfort as the holster then digs into you at the bottom and in the belt loops. And you can solve this problem, depending on your belt, by snugging it up really tight, but then you're, causing pressure, on your waist and your hips and your abdomen, and you're causing the belt loops to dig into you, and you're decreasing the comfort of the system. Now, let me show you something. This is just a regular 511 tactical belt, and we'll run it through here and make this part of the demonstration. Now, when I run this in, you can see how much play there is. You can see light through there. This isn't really substantial here. And when I stand it up, you can see that it wants to torque away and twist the belt. Now, if I wanted to really make this stable, I would have to tighten up the belt, which is going to, not reduce the instability to a 0 level. Look at this. It still torques. But it will make it a little bit more stable. Now, having a sloppy, loose belt is going to significantly diminish the positive properties of the Kydex holster, which caused you to select it in the first place. The grip and rip style retention relies on having a solid belt so that the belt can sort of work against you a little bit. You don't want to have that play, that sloppy play or slack in your belt, because then the belt's going to move significantly before it releases the gun out of the holster. Now, let me show you the belt that I've been running for the past couple months that I absolutely love and I highly recommend. Now, like anything, you get what you pay for. If you're going to pay, 70 or 80 bucks for something, you're getting something that's, handmade and quality. And you definitely get that here. This is the Aries Gear Ranger gun belt. And these things are increasingly popular. I'm not going to bore you with all the specifications. Needless to say, you can get them in a variety of colors. The belt loop's awesome. This thing is incredibly thick and substantial and well made by hand. There's a little bit of a waiting period. They make them to order, and they've got a backlog, so it's 4 weeks to get one. But I've been wearing this one for a few months. You can see here I've got a little bit of wear and tear in the 1 o'clock position from carrying my gun 24/7. But it's holding up really well. That's just a little bit of lint and edge fraying. So I'm going to run this through the loops here and show you what I'm talking about. Already you can tell that it's a little tighter. Takes a little bit more work to feed it through, but that's worth it. Now I want to show you something. I'm just holding that above the table. It's not even twisting or torquing, right? I couldn't do this with a 511 belt. All right, let's see how far from the gun I can hold it before it starts to fall. Right, not touching the table yet. It's twisting a little bit. I'm holding it probably about 6 inches from the gun. And it's not falling or flopping to the point where it's hitting the table or anything. If I want to stand it up, it'll stand up just by itself, just like that. So, this is going to take this small concealed carry, even a pocket pistol, and reduce the felt, the weight penalty of this to basically nothing. I mean, when you choose a gun like the P238, you're choosing it over lighter weight options. You're choosing it over stuff like the LCP and the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard, knowing that it's going to be heavier. And if you're carrying it in your pocket, that turns into something that you're going to feel. However, by carrying it on this belt, on a belt like this, and bringing this capability into your weapon system, the weight penalty of this becomes totally insignificant in terms of comfort. Additionally, the stability of this belt allows me to carry this gun outside the waistband primarily without any danger of it flopping away from my body or printing in any kind of significant way. It also allows me to run this holster with a particularly tight retention, knowing that there's not going to be any kind of slop or play when I go to draw. This gun is going to be at my 1 o'clock all the time, and it's going to come right out of the holster. This is something that I can rely on with an incredible level of certainty. Not only that, but it increases my capability for one-handed weapon manipulation, insofar as I now have a solid platform by which I can rack the sights on the holster, or if I want even a thicker area, I can grab the belt itself and rack the slide on the belt. Can't do that with my 511 belt, and there's a lot of even like other instructor style belts that don't have that, like just the thickness and rigidity required. They might be 1 3/4 or 2 inches and made of nylon, but and have a fancy buckle, but it's not like this. This is probably this belt's probably like 1/8 of an inch thick. It's really substantial and really incredible, and you can see, remember how we could see all that light through the 511 belt? That doesn't exist here. This holster is stuck pretty, it takes a lot of friction to get this thing to move off of the position that you put it in. So, for me, I hope this goes a little bit of a ways to demonstrate how the gun belt plays a huge role in the effectiveness of your weapon system overall. Oh, there goes the cat. I guess I've been in here for too long. But at any rate, I really recommend that you make a quality, like top quality belt, a component of your EDC. It's it's going to go a long way towards supporting the weight of a larger gun. Should you want to carry something full size, it's going to allow you to carry more things on your belt. Maybe if you weren't carrying a spare magazine before, now you are. Maybe that makes a difference for you. And also, if you buy something that's really handmade, you know, high quality and handmade, hopefully you're not going to have to buy another one for many years to come. Now let me show you this. This thing has been pretty well worn all the time, and just want to share with you some of the details of this guy. I think it's looking pretty good. The workmanship on this belt is really, really outstanding. I just wanted to, you know, it doesn't have to be this belt. It's the one that I like, and it's the one that I have, and one that I'm very pleased with. If you find some thick leather belt that you're very happy with, or some other thick synthetic belt, that's outstanding as well. I just wanted to recommend this one based on my personal experience and supporting another person who, you know, makes things by hand in the USA. I think that's important, and being a guy like that, I want to spread that around a little bit. But at any rate, yeah, if you're having trouble with your weapon system, start with the belt, start with the foundation and work up. You know, get your belt first and then build from there. You know, you could have, you know, the best holster in the world, and if you're putting it on a shoestring belt, it's not going to behave for you. It's like if you get, you know, it's like putting all-weather tires on your Porsche. You know, you're not going to get the handling you want. So anyway, I hope that was helpful and informative, and I want to recommend the Aries Gear Ranger belt. And thanks for watching.